Alright, buffalo chicken wings. What you're going to need is some whole thing of oil, teaspoon of pepper, teaspoon of garlic, Frank's red hot wings, the buffalo. You can get hot or regular. I get regular because I add seasoning to it. Big pot for splatter, very important, and chicken. I highly recommend you get chicken that's already cut up. This is not. If you don't have a good knife or know how to cut chicken, it's a little more difficult. You'll pay a little more per pound, but it'll be a lot easier on you. That's the chicken. You're going to need a good towel, and I'll show you why in a second. I'm going to go ahead and pour the whole thing of oil in here. And the most important thing is to get the oil to perfect temperature. You probably don't have a temperature gauge, and it has to be a special one, but you're looking right around 375, 400. If you don't have one, go ahead and get it to medium high and just turn it on. If it starts smoking, you've gone too far. As far as the wings, you go down the middle. Again, if you don't have a good knife, this won't work. So buy them already pre-cut. And just put them in pieces. It looks easier than it is. With a bad knife, it's a pain in the neck. Keep that in mind. Right now, for time reasons, I'm doing about 10 wings, I think, 8 wings. Alright, most important part here, and I'll move this, is these have to be extremely dry or you'll splatter the grease. So just take a few, put them on a nice dry clean rag, obviously. And I got 2 of them. And pat them down, and I mean pat them down good. Alright, next thing is we want to do the sauce while the wings are getting hot. You're going to need a decent sized bowl with a cover. Now, depending on how saucy you want it, all depends, but I'm going to go ahead and put a cup, a half a cup of sauce in there for that many wings. Put the garlic with the pepper. If you don't have a whip, go ahead and mix it up. Now this garlic and the pepper is purely a taste thing, so keep that in mind. Depends how good, if you want it garlicky or peppery. I'm going to put a little more in here. That's a little too peppery. And then you're just going to leave that on the side with the cover. And I would probably cut back on the pepper. That's a little too peppery. So maybe a half a teaspoon of pepper. Alright, we have to get the grease hot, so that's going to take a little time. Make sure these are nice and dry. And I'm going to take a cut here. Alright, back here we got the grease hot. If you don't have a temperature gauge, you're going to have to test it. As you do is just with tongs, just grab a little piece of chicken and kind of slowly dip it in. If you hear it start to sizzle, you're good to go. So I'm going to go drop that in. I'm going to grab the rest of my dry chicken. And one by one I'm going to put them in. Don't put them all in at one time. It'll splatter up on you. You don't want the grease going down anywhere near the flame. So do it slow, one at a time. You got them all in, mix them around a little, be careful, hot grease. I'm going to go ahead and take a pause again. Alright, we're right around the 15-minute mark. The chicken's going. I don't know what you have. I'm giving you two options. If you got a paper bag, you can put it on there. I use a strainer so all the grease drips down. Obviously put something underneath it or it'll drip all over your floor. Go ahead and just grab the chicken one by one. And you can see the kind of brown. You want it a little brown. The chicken should definitely be floating. That tells you it's Alright, we had a little snafu in the recording thing. I think last I left off we took them out of the deep fryer. Unfortunately I thought I was recording and I sauced them already, but basically what you do is you take them out after they strain a little bit and put them in the sauce. Now obviously these are sauced. And put this, you go ahead and cover it and you go ahead and shake it. And a lot of restaurants will just shake it in here and then pour the contents. I do not, because that's what makes it all the sauce drip down. I grab them one at a time, and you can see that they're not too saucy, and put them on the plate. And smell beautiful. These are actually a little more saucier because they were twice done due to the snafu, so they weren't as saucy, but these are exactly how it's done. They're ready to serve, and that's it. Thank you.